It's 1st of January and I didn't want to leave you without any video on 1st of January because I know I love to watch YouTube on this day, so here we are. So what do I do on 1st of January? I wake up slowly, no rush. I take my Frenchie out, make myself some coffee and give lavish breakfast to my Frenchie, and I make my bed always, always, always. 1st of January or any other day in the year, I need to make my bed because this just gives me serenity. After that, we cuddle on the couch and we head out to have a walk. This is something I always do on 1st of January because it is so calming. People are still at home, being in their bed, and we're just outside when it's empty, enjoying the first fresh air of the year. And after that, we love to go to the Christmas market because there is some life there, as everything else is closed and nothing is open. Christmas market is the place where we can still find some life and just, find some people and have some food. I usually have paella here. It's a Spanish dish that I really love. And then we go back home. At home, I wrap some more Christmas presents and spend some more time with family, have a good laugh, and stay cozy at home. So basically, it's a lot of doing nothing and food. Ooh, hair looks like old Hollywood today. I like that. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's just pissing me off. So if you're new here, I'm talking about outfit ideas, endless outfit ideas, but they're all about looking elegant, sophisticated, chic, wearable, approachable. And I'm doing this because I find that today women really neglect how they look, and I think they lose a lot of power. I'm not very fond of this word power because it's not that we want to use that in a bad context, like power that we can achieve better goals in life, but I mean that women really don't give so much importance to their appearances, especially since 2020. And I especially think that this trend of over casual dressing particularly affected Gen Zs. Since TikTok era, we kinda wore sweatpants and staying at home, being cozy, and then younger generation who grew up through this period didn't really evolve the sense of style and what to wear because this was served to them, sweatpants, hot pants, these kind of things. And I don't think this is fair. The thing is, we have basics, which are basics, and they're essential core pieces in a wardrobe that every woman must have, because I believe if we didn't really build up our style, basics are a really great place where to start. But then, styling these basics, bringing jewelry and belts and little small clicks and clacks, they really help us to create style and, dress better. And I also choose classic and timeless pieces for many other reasons. First of all, they're endlessly repeatable. We can wear these classic pieces over and over again, and when style them differently and combine them with other pieces in our closet, we can achieve different looks where we don't have to necessarily look like we wear the same thing again and again. We look like we dress differently, but we don't have to overconsume and gather and purchase way too many clothes, which is another thing why I really love timeless and classic pieces. Another reason why I love timeless and classic pieces, they're really easy to transition from day to night. So nothing can beat a well-tailored blazer, a tailored pants, and a pencil skirt. These pieces can take us from day to night in a matter of seconds, or a good jewelry or a red lipstick. And we can achieve this put together look with classic garments very easily through shoes as well. I know that I style many times high heels in my videos because I find that a woman wearing high heels really looks very gracious and sophisticated. The moment I put high heels on, I really get something, you know, my whole attitude change. I kind of get, you know, I look like I have my things together. But I always show alternative to high heels. I love that we feel comfortable. I don't like to feel pain during daytime. You know, there is a time and place for everything. If you can make it if you can wear high heel during daytime and make it work for you, that's great. I know that there are great alternatives for high heels that we can find on the market. I believe that a woman dressed elegantly in timeless pieces, styled well, is really when she looks the most beautiful. Style is not necessarily showing labels and just, you know, showing brands. And although I do love luxury, of course, and I love brands and designers, I'm not very much. I still see on the streets women that wear Gucci belt and Yves Saint Laurent brooch and like Louis Vuitton handbag and everything together with whole black outfit. It's like, I think we are long time past this period. I think this was like 2010 when this was considered to be stylish. But today, unfortunately, is a sign of a bad taste or just deciding to stay in the past. It's not anymore about showing labels. It's really about how we combine and style pieces that are neutral, that have some story to say, that project our personality. And style is something that is really coming from inside. It's like extension from our inside that projects through our clothes and even say a lot about what we are standing for. Because even choosing minimalism is a personal style, because what we decide to leave out is a choice and a personal style. My purpose is really to show women how to style classic and timeless pieces, and I want them to style it in elegant and chic way. So I'm bringing back sense of elegance and style, hoping to inspire women to dress better, because you will feel better. Another thing I would love to address in this pop-up video is about my recent purchase, these gorgeous gloves that I purchased and completely neglected in my last video, because my last video was about what to wear for New Year's Eve, and I think there are some great pieces that we can also wear throughout the year, not only for New Year's Eve, so check that out. But I forgot to include these gloves, which I, by the way, adore, simply because they didn't work for me. The sizing was too large on my arms. In fact, I believe they might be large on most arms. The width is so wide that they just won't stay up and they kept sliding down. Lace has no stretch, so it is hard to make them stay up, and I really get that. I even tried wearing them down, thinking this might be the way how they're meant to be worn, but it didn't really look good. I didn't like it. And on the Intimissimi website, they're styled worn up anyways, which unfortunately just didn't work for me. The other reason I didn't like these gloves was the length, because I prefer gloves that reach the middle of my arm, not just up to the elbow, so these felt a bit awkward halfway up my arm, although I saw some photos with this length, but it is a no for me. And the last thing why I forgot to include these gloves in my last video was the seam. I didn't like to see that seam down my arm, and especially at fingers area. But I also understand that it is extremely difficult and almost impossible to create lacy gloves or anything made of lace without having that seam, because for that we need a special machine, and then, you know, this change the price and the process and everything. So it is not an easy endeavor, but yeah, it was kind of annoying. But if the first other two things were fine, I will keep them. The seam will be fine. But yeah, they were short and they were too wide, so unfortunately it's a no for this one. And the last thing I would love to mention today is New Year's resolution. Do you have any? What is it? Write me in the comments. I love to read your comments, and I really try to answer as many as I can. As you can see, I think I answered to almost all comments. If I don't, it's just because I don't have time, but I love to answer to anyone who take time to write something on my video. I really appreciate it. So usually on 1st of January, some people love to take like this New Year's resolution. I'm going to hit the gym, set the new goal and do this and that, and then, on 2nd of January, or middle of February, everything is forgotten. And plus, how can we set the New Year's resolution to hit the gym with all this food around us? It's just like, it's not the right time. For me, I don't really have New Year's resolution. I never had them because, I don't know, it's not a habit, it's not something I do. I also don't journal because I don't like the idea that someone can put their arms on my journal and read very personal things. So journaling is a big no. I keep everything here. I can make resolution in the middle of March and make it work, stick to it, but also it's maybe fear of disappointment, because if I write down hit the gym 3 times a week and I don't do that, and then next year I read my resolutions, because that's the point, to compare if you stick to your New Year's resolution or not, and if I see that I did not do what I promised to myself, I am afraid I will kind of feel disappointed in myself. So I just let this go and, make my resolution whenever I think is the right time. And on 1st of January, I decide to sleep, eat, cuddle with my Frenchie, and just, enjoy. But what I believe that I may need and that it will serve me is a weekly plan. So I believe that weekly routine will really serve me well this year and make me be even more productive. And I believe that we don't just wake up one day with a great life or a bad life. I think we achieve that through decisions we made and routines we built over the years, and then we have the final result. And that's it. I just wanted to say hi. I hope you will subscribe if you're new and share this next year with me here on my channel, talking about fashion, discussing outfits and garments. So I really hope that you enjoyed this 1st of January video. I just wanted to share a small moments with you, to say hi and to show that I'm here. I will never neglect my YouTube community, and I hope you're having a lovely day full of small little memories that are making your heart warm. So stay cozy, and I will see you soon.